If your toilet takes a long time to fill, or if it fills and it keeps running, or if it howls, whistles, or makes a strange noise, let me show you how easy the toilet valves are to replace. In my case, it's taking forever to fill the tank back up. Most toilets on average should take between 20 and 40 seconds to fill. And as you can see, mine is taking almost 2.5 minutes to fill. So let's swap out the valve. So first turn off the water supply to the toilet. And as you can see, my shutoff valve is seized. So I will also replace that valve and I'll replace the hose. And in this case, I'll shut off the main water supply. Flush the toilet to empty the tank. And hold the handle down to get rid of as much water as you can. And since this is a lower bathroom, I'm going to open the valve to relieve as much pressure as I can and to allow the static water that's in the pipes to drain out. To remove that small bit of remaining water, there are two methods. You can use a sponge in a bucket or a shop vac. Use an old towel to lay down behind the toilet. When you go to disconnect this hose, sometimes you'll need a pair of pliers, a wrench, or sometimes they're on hand tight. And like I said earlier, there may still be some water in the pipes from the upper floors. And this is only if you have to shut the main water off and not the toilet valve. Next, remove the nut that holds the toilet valve in. And that's it. You can now remove the toilet valve. Most toilet valves for the last 20 to 30 years look like this. If you have one of the old style toilets with the rod and ball, this valve will still work on it too. So here's the toilet valve you'll need. If you want to get one, I'll have it linked in the description under the video. And I'll be using this very easy to install SharkBite ball valve. And you should definitely replace the hose. These have a click type fitting and I'll explain exactly what I mean in just a minute. In the toilet valve kit, there's only 4 parts. The first thing you want to do is lay the old valve and the new valve side by side, and we'll adjust the length so that they're exactly the same. This bottom piece here rotates so that you can adjust the length. And now go ahead and reinstall the valve. Use the supplied plastic nut to tighten it down. Move the float up and down to make sure that it's not rubbing on the side of the tank. If it is, just loosen the plastic nut off a bit and make an adjustment. This last little vacuum was to get any debris that I may have created in the pipe. And now I'll explain about these water lines, and here's a great tip. You'll notice that this plastic piece that threads on is very thin. And if you squeeze it, you can even distort it a little bit. Well, if you have a line like this, get rid of it now. Over time, the side of these can split, and the fitting will just slip off and flood your house. And if your toilet is on an upper floor, it can do a lot of damage. This happened to a friend of mine while they were on vacation. It took months and months to get the repairs done and get things back to normal. So what you want to do is replace it with one of these lines from Fluid Master. You can see how thick-walled the plastic is compared to the other one. Plus it has a click feature just like the gas cap on your car. You tighten it till it clicks, then you know it's been tightened to the proper amount. Even if you're not replacing your toilet valve, you should go to each of the toilets in your house and make sure you've got a good hose on the toilet. And not one of these ones that can split. And again, if you want one of these hoses, I'll have it linked in the description under the video. So if you use one of these SharkBite valves, it's normal for them to rotate. I put the hose on just finger tight to start, then thread it on until you hear the click. Now push your hose onto the water nozzle. And the water is going to come out of right here. Now you can trim the hose to length and attach the hose to the back of the valve right here. And now just make sure everything's in position and that the float is still free. So now we'll turn the water on and we'll make a fine adjustment with this knob right here. And we want the water to fill up to just a ½ inch below the overflow pipe. And you can see we're going to need to adjust it because it's below the ½ inch mark. This may take 5 or 6 times to get correct. Each time you make an adjustment, just open the flap a little bit to allow a little bit of water to escape. And when you're finished, it should be pretty well right on the mark. And now let's do one more flush test. "27 seconds, that's much better. And of course, when you're finished, run your hand under all of the fittings to make sure you don't have any leaks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications, and we'll see you next time.